Some say Rey is the strongest female character ever. Some say Carol Devins is strongest female ever. But deep down, we all know it's Catherine Janeway.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And today we are bringing you two popular movies, the most popular movies out there in the viewing world right now. First, we are going to talk about that guy from Pawnee, Indiana, where he and his family get together and go into the future to settle a war. First, we are talking about good old Chris Pratt.
Okay, listen up, folks. We have a security situation here. As you know, when we reach the location, I will be conducting a security sweep. Also, from now on, we'll be using code names. You can address me as Eagle One. And code name, been there, done that. April is currently doing that. Donna is, it happened once in a dream. Chris, code name, if I had to pick a dude. Ben is Eagle Two.
Oh, thank God.
Also, Yvonne, oh man, I always mess up her name.
I'll do Siobhan Strahovski.
Strahovski.
I fell for you a long time ago after you fixed my phone and before you started defusing bombs with computer viruses. So yes. Yes.
That's from Chuck, right?
Chuck, yeah. Where we all got introduced to her. At least that's where I got introduced to her.
Who else does this have?
J.K. Simmons.
Oh.
Tomorrow morning, Spider-Man, page 1 with a decent picture this time. Move Conway to page 7.
There's a problem with page 7.
I make it page 8 and give him 10% off.
Okay.
I make it 5%.
That can't be done.
Get out of here!
Problem is, we don't have a decent picture. Eddie's been on it for weeks. We can barely get a glimpse of him.
Oh, what is he, shy? If we can get a picture of Julia Roberts in a thong, we can certainly get a picture of this weirdo. Put an ad on the front page. Cash money for a picture of Spider-Man. He doesn't want to be famous, and I'll make him infamous.
Infamous.
That
was him as Perry White in Spider-Man. I think that was the original Spider-Man, not Spider-Man 2. And then Betty Gilpin. That's what I said, Gilpin.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Our show did not get shit canned because Sam and I wouldn't listen to your idea about you wrestling over the fate of your family's cherry orchard. It's because apparently the only people watching us are standing out in the parking lot right now, leaking pre-cum into their Sheila costume.
So yeah, we're talking about the Tomorrow War.
Tomorrow War.
And I know we're a little late on this one too. We were supposed to do it 1 week, but
we're only 1 week late on this.
Okay.
Let's just be honest.
Okay.
It came out last week.
Okay.
It came out July 2nd. You know, it's the 15th. I mean, come on, man.
It's like 2 weeks away. It's like 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks, whatever. 2 weeks away, but whatever. It's still the number one most streamed thing right now. So we can still go with that.
We'll talk about Black Widow, but yeah.
And then next, we're talking about the next Marvel additive into their collection of the mini multiverse known as Marvel, featuring Scarlett Johansson.
Oh! Okay, wow.
It's because of you my son can't walk properly and has a messed up face.
He's stolen a hanger leg. Just took it.
Yeah. So you are going to look after him while I'm at work? Make sure he has a job and feels included. Got it?
Got it. Yeah, really got it.
Good.
That's Scar Jojo Rabbit, right?
Jojo Rabbit. I love Jojo Rabbit. Co-starring with her is Florence
Pugh.
That's why I said Pugh.
What happened?
She slapped her, like a for real slap.
No, it was a receipt.
Looked like a slap.
It's called a receipt. You botch a move, you get a receipt.
I'd apologize.
For what? Receipts are important. It teaches you not to make the same mistake twice.
We don't give receipts here. I said apologize.
Oh, you should. They'd pick things up a lot quicker. When I was earning, I got loads of receipts from my brother.
So if you guys don't know this, Neil picks the clips.
Yeah.
And so that's from Fighting with the Family, which is a wrestling
Fighting
film.
with Family.
Yeah, Neil is it.
Which she got a lot of awards nominated for. Name another movie she got nominated for.
Midsommar.
You can't. No, she wasn't nominated for that movie.
What was she, okay, hold on.
Her as an actress was nominated.
Hold on. I know. I mean, I would have picked the Midsommar clip personally, but whatever.
I mean, she only played one of the most famous female wrestlers of all time. I mean, yeah, I guess we could just blow that one off, huh?
Well, I'm not saying that.
It's just like if Jamie Foxx is in one of these movies.
Florence Pugh was nominated for Bravest Performance for Alliance of Women, and won for Little Women, actually, and for Fighting With My Family. So she was.
Yeah. Oh, did she win awards for Fighting With My Family? How many awards did she win for Midsommar?
Let me see here. 1, 2.
Yep, not enough. Anyway. All right, and Midsommar was obviously advertised on a show that gets over 4 million viewers a week, right?
Wait, which one? What are you talking about?
Monday Night Raw?
Well, yeah, Midsommar wasn't. They obviously going to do Fighting With. They're obviously going to try to get more money. It's a big money maker.
Couldn't get near it. All right, also in this movie, we got the one, the only beautiful Rachel Weisz.
Oh, so it's fun. It's fun when a man beats his wife to death. It's fun when a mother drowns her own baby. And you think the devil is responsible. People are evil, Mr. Constantine. People.
From Constantine, an underrated movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Another, I found the comic book movie with her in it. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. I mean,
I specifically tried not to get a mummy clip.
You could have done like The Favorite. That would have been a good clip. I think.
There's a lot of good ones I could have done, but then I was like, I liked her in Constantine, and I picked the clips. Yeah, and last but not least,
so fuck you.
Last but not least, the guy who I have, I think my man crush on right now.
Oh, everyone, dude, everyone, including me.
I really do. I think it's David Harper.
All right. I'm just going to be out here by myself eating all this candy. I'm going to get fat. It's very unhealthy to leave me out here. Could have a heart attack or something.
So the thing is, that's just me by myself, me saying that.
That's me stoned.
Yeah. At the house alone, just saying it to no one. But no, that's even hard.
And to be honest, that's from Stranger Things, of course, is the most popular thing. The movie we're talking about right now is the one, the only Black Widow.
It's been a while since we watched a Marvel movie. Like
I know, man.
Especially in theaters, man. Like I saw this in theaters, so I was pretty pleased to see it in theaters. I went on a
I saw it in theater.
I went on Tuesday. That shit was packed.
Yeah,
it was like a full
Tuesday
theater.
Too.
Yeah, it was a full theater on a Tuesday night. So
you went 5 minutes before us.
Oh yeah,
or 15 minutes before us, and that's why I sent Chris a message. And I guess this is a spoiler alert if you haven't saw End Game or Infinity War at this point. And I was just trying to fuck with him a little bit. I was like, man, I can't believe Black Widow dies. Like thinking that he thought that it'd be like this movie, but I didn't know he was smart enough. He caught that I was just talking about End Game.
She sacrificed herself, right? Well, no, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So,
anyway,
sponsor.
And all the other people in that movie is William Hart, Ever Anderson. I mean, there's just a list.
William Hart, but
there's just a list. There's a list of this. It's going to be a lot of good talking about these two movies tonight, I'm guessing.
If you guys want to get a hold of us, you can find this online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We have Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. If you want to send us an old-fashioned email, it's moviesdon'tsuck@gmail.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, go and subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook, go ahead and like the page. And we're on all streaming platforms.
Twitch. All the above.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
We got t-shirts at bonfire.com /moviesdon'tsuck.com.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
You guys
we both got the t-shirts on today. We're both rocking them.
Yeah, so if you guys want t-shirts, Neil has also a few other things in there.
T-shirts, and we've got ones with their beautiful faces on them. I was thinking about putting our schlongs on one, but your wife will not send me a picture. I've asked her several times now, and it's weird.
It's weird that you're asking her, for sure. Yeah.
Our sponsor for today is one of my favorite breweries right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The one, the only Cabin Boys Brewery. It is located at 1717 East 7th Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Cabin Boys is located at the historic Kendall Whiter District in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Their handcrafted ales are brewed with spices, fruits, and a touch of pizzazz to put a twist on traditional beer styles. Whether you prefer your ales to be crisp and refreshing or complex and heavy-bodied, hey, just like you, Chris, we make a variety of ales for everyone's taste. I am a big fan of Cabin Boys. And this Saturday, July 17th, they're going to be releasing the Edge Tulsa's new blonde ale release during their Landlock Luau. So it's made with key lime and pink guava. It's a perfect summer beer.
Cool, man. I gotta say something. How was your day been? Your week since we last spoke?
I'm in pain. I'm in a lot of pain. There's a thing I wish I could talk about because, to be honest, it's eating me from the inside out, and I can't talk about it. But it's a good thing.
We'll find out next week.
I will tell everybody about it next week, which next week I will literally drive from Dallas, Texas to my home in just enough time to make it for the podcast. And so I will be Dallas, Texas next week. I will be going to AEW Dynamite. And I'm going to see if I can try to make a Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do
poster
thing so I can hold it up and put it on the good old TV, because I got a pretty good seat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the best seat in the house, but I got, pretty damn good. And okay. I don't know what to say. It's been ups and downs, middle of the ground. Oh, I did do record day on Saturday, past Saturday for the radio station.
Oh, yeah.
We had 104 vinyl records to give away.
Yeah.
Literally, one of the guys gave me the keys, sent me up to his office and said, grab more because I think we need more.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay. And I went up there and grabbed a pile of records. We literally had 2 left at the end of it. And literally one of them I took, and it was an autographed K-Flay album.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah. So autographed by K-Flay. If you don't know who K-Flay is, I guess their most popular song was Blood in the Cut.
Yeah. That's a cool song.
Yeah. Good album, man.
Yeah.
I listened to it when I brought it home and threw it on and drank a couple of cold bears and I
go to Denver this weekend. I leave tomorrow.
Yeah, you're gonna buy a bunch of weed.
I mean, I don't know about. I mean, I'm sure the weed we had while I'm there, but I'm flying there, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, you can sneak edibles on a plane.
Well, I'm not gonna try to. So.
No, seriously. Like when we flew down to Galveston from Tulsa, they didn't even check our bags like that. And someone even told me if you wanted to sneak edibles, just get like a bag of like sour fish, and just throw all edibles in there with the sour fish. They're not going to know the difference. Come on.
Well, I mean, we're on the pot. Like this will be, I guess, after we come back. So never mind.
You live in Kansas. I mean, you live in Kansas. You live in the place that will be like one of the last states to ever legalize weed unless it goes national.
15 minutes away from here is the Missouri dispensary just opened. 3rd Street.
Yeah, I know. And guess what? You don't live in Missouri. So what does that matter?
I was just saying, man.
Do you got a friend in Missouri?
Matt's and me in there.
Oh. And so is he going to go buy you drugs?
I don't know.
You got to get on that early, man. You got to be like, hey, dude, remember that one time I did this thing?
Of course I did. Were we talking about this in the podcast, dude? Like,
I don't know. I was just being me.
Yeah, of course you're being you. But you know what we need to talk about?
Atlians by Outkast.
I don't know the Tomorrow War.
You don't know what Atlians is?
No, I don't know that.
Like Outkast. It's like me and you, your mama and your cousin too, just smoking bone, coming up slanking the Cadillac doors. Back in the day when I was younger, hunger, try to fill my belly with that rallies. Bullshit.
I'm sorry,
I've
Miss
been
Jackson.
getting stoned like them white boys. Anyway,
Smoking
yeah,
on
well,
hay.
that was Miss Jackson was 3 albums later.
mhm.
All right, so I'm glad you're late to the
For
cause.
real. But let's talk about tomorrow.
Didn't mean to make your daughter cry. I apologize a million times. You know, back in the day when I was, with the cross, I'm not a paycheck. I'm, her birthday, her graduation. I paid for that. Anyway, I love Outkast. It's literally one of my favorite rap groups of all time. Anyway,
Is it
Tomorrow
will you
War?
say- okay, fine.
Tomorrow War.
Directed by Chris McKay.
Tomorrow War.
Chris McKay has directed things such as,
Tomorrow War. It's what?
He directed things such as the Lego Batman movie. He did
Lego Batman.
He co-directed. It looked like directed the 43 episodes of Robot Chicken.
What's that?
You know what Robot Chicken is. Everyone does.
Oh, dude, he did Moral Oral.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my god. Remember Moral Oral? I remember Moral Oral.
Yeah,
oh my
this-
god, I got so fucking high and watched that show all the goddamn time. I love that show.
Also, I mean,
Moral.
this is like,
Oh my god, he's doing Nightwing.
and Johnny Quest.
Fuck Johnny Quest. He's doing Nightwing.
Well, the problem is, man, is that this is his first, not the problem. I mean, we'll talk about it, but this is his first live action film, right?
Yeah, his first live action fucking badass blow shit up in your face film.
Written by Zach Dean. Zach Dean has done things such as Deadfall, which is not what you're thinking.
Wasn't he? Isn't that the Dean brothers from Supernatural?
I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing anything about that on here.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway. Continue.
I don't watch Supernatural. I mean, TV's not.
I never watched Supernatural either.
It has this rabid fan base, man. Like people fucking love Supernatural.
Yeah, I could have had the car at my wedding.
How much would it cost you?
Nothing.
How could you have
the person that has one of the cars used in the first or second season of the show wanted to bring it to the wedding, and then people would have had to pay like $10 to get photos with it. And I was like, man, I got like 120 people. I don't know if 60 of them might know
I'm trying to figure
that
out
show, and only like 30 of them watch it.
It's like Ghostbusters, right? I mean, I love Ghostbusters, but I didn't see Supernatural. I've never really, honestly.
No, it's more like I don't know. I guess it's kind of like Ghostbusters. No, it's more like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But with
Okay,
dudes.
that makes sense. All right. So directed, starring the Chris Pratt. We're gonna go through these clips. I'll have to leave it early. But Chris Pratt to play is Dan Forrester, the main character.
Okay, listen up, folks. We have a security situation here.
That's all I'm doing with that one because we went through these already. Yvonne Strahovski plays Colonel Muri. I'm just gonna call her that.
I fell for you a long time ago after you fixed my phone and before you started defusing bombs with computer viruses.
We got the touchline there. J.K. Simmons plays James Forrester, the father of Chris Pratt.
Tomorrow morning, Spider-Man, page 1 with a decent picture this time. Move.
Okay. And Betty Gilpin plays Amy Forrester, Chris Pratt, or Dan Forrester's wife.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Our show did not get shit canned because Sam and I wouldn't listen to your idea about...
Okay. And once you... I was trying to end it at a time, but...
You should have ended after the family and insecurity thing, but that's okay. I understand. Anyway.
You want to read the storyline real quick?
The world. Huh?
Go for it. Yeah, it's your turn. Read the storyline.
Is it my turn to talk? Can I talk?
Yes.
Am I allowed to talk?
Uh-huh, you are.
Are you sure? All right. Then there's only one thing I got to say. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for this Sunday for Super SmackDown? It's John Cena!
I'm sorry, I took that clip off. I wish you kept it on there, really, but okay.
Sunday night, though, is Money in the Bank pay-per-view, so I got to watch that. Then I got to watch Monday Night Raw. Then I got such a busy week coming up. Anyway, all right. Anyway, the storyline for the Tomorrow's War.
The world is stunned when a group of time travelers arrive from the year 2051 to deliver an urgent message. 30 years in the future, mankind is losing a global war against a deadly alien species. The only hope for survival is for soldiers and civilians from the present to transport to the future to join the fight. Among those recruited is a high school teacher and family man, Dan Foster. Determined to save the world for his young daughter, Dan teams up with a brilliant scientist and his estranged father in a desperate quest to rewrite the fate of the planet.
So, this is lots of special effects in this movie. Like it's.
This is like the best way I can describe this to someone is like, this is like Alien meets video game meets Jurassic World.
I mean, I guess so, man. Like, so I have heard good and bad things about this movie, and and I fall in the middle on this thing because I
don't.
I was like,
you know why?
The plot holes in this are so glaring.
Don't give a fuck. You know why?
Why is that, pal?
Because Chris Pratt and J.K. Simmons had the best chemistry together on the fucking like, they need a television show. They need a movie series. I don't care if it's a sequel of this or whatever, but Chris Pratt, J.K. Simmons, I don't care if they're just naked in a tub of Jell-O fucking saying clips back and forth to each other. But literally 90% of everything I have written down in my quotes is J.K. Simmons and Chris Pratt. Like them talking to each other.
Well, J.K. Simmons is great. Yeah, he's great in this. He's never not great. Chris Pratt played Chris Pratt. Like, but the problem is with Chris Pratt's performances, and you might disagree with me, but Chris Pratt, like almost all his roles have some sort of hint of humor in them. Even the Jurassic World, even especially Star Wars. Chris Pratt, he works best when he's
Ryan Reynolds.
When he's Ryan Reynolds, basically. But I
mean the same thing.
But, I'm just
George
saying,
Clooney.
But I don't think Chris Pratt had this in this movie.
Bill Murray. Do you just want me to keep listing people that have humor in almost every role they've ever played? Chevy Chase.
And I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in this movie, Chris Pratt doesn't have that, which is a problem.
He has a little bit. No,
the comic relief in this movie is Sam Richardson.
J.K. Simmons.
The comic relief in this movie is Sam Richardson, who played Charlie, right?
All right.
And so
this is
Chris Pratt, when he has two expressions in this movie, normal, and then he just furrows his brow a bit. And so, but he's a great action hero. That's no denying that his physicality works well for this. And are you gonna keep on doing that while I'm talking? It's so disrespectful.
I'm listening.
But that being said, this movie was entertaining. Yeah. There are lots of plot holes that I'm not gonna talk about on the podcast. But there were I was.
Continue, dude.
I'll see you guys later.
I'm listening to you.
but
okay. All right. Well, here, I'll get serious with you. I agree with you. There's plot holes.
Like, and to me,
it's an action movie.
It's an action movie, and we'll talk a little bit about plot holes in the Black Widow. We'll get to that. But when it comes to this movie, there's worse ways to spend the afternoon. It's not as bad as people were saying. No.
I don't think it's okay. Look, if you're going in here for a serious fucking movie and you're looking for plot holes and shit like that, like if you're a reviewer and you're doing like what we do when we criticize shit, yeah, by any means, you're gonna find plot holes. You're gonna find this. You're gonna find that. But is this 2 hours of badassery against some fucking alien bastards and some good ideas that come up and they try to figure it all out? That's a hint, dude. You are not allowed to drink non-alcoholic beverages on this podcast.
I just finished my first beer, dude. I love hint.
It will finish your third one.
No, this is
I'm already on my fourth.
Well, dude, I just drink whatever.
I'm on my 4th. You're on your 1.
Mhm.
1. You're on 1.
Yeah, dude. I'm a lightweight. I'll need 1.
But anyway, I totally agree. There's plot holes and stuff like that. But 1, I really love the time when J.K. Simmons and Chris Pratt share on the screen together. I love that. 2, gosh dang it, say her name again.
Yvonne Strahovski.
Yvonne. Yeah, Yvonne. Yvonne is really good at playing the hot girl that nobody can really touch in movies. Do you know what I mean?
Like touch as like you can't get close to her. You can't. Like she's like.
No, I mean like they can't make out with her. They can't like. She's always. Sorry, I guess on my throat.
Always super bad at her work, right?
Or she's related, or she makes it very clear. Like she's always, I'm guessing she's married or something like that and doesn't want to take any like sexual roles.
In this movie, there's a reason why no one can get close to her. The person,
yeah. And in 1, I wasn't trying to ruin that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying she's just really good in those roles where she's like, 1, kick ass. Let's just be honest. She needs to be in Marvel or DC or something by this point. I don't know why she hasn't been. But she needs to be in that world. But she did a great job. Everybody brought it. Mike Mitchell. Oh, my gosh. Mike Mitchell. He's only in it for a few minutes. His YouTube videos are the birthday wishes I send a lot of people where he's on an alien ship.
Yeah.
And he's like, happy birthday to you. Anyway. But I think this was a good story, a good start off, and I can't wait for the sequel.
Yeah, I was underwhelmed by it. So like, I
can't wait for the sequel though.
I think that we don't need a sequel for this. I think it's fine.
There's already one in the works.
I know. We probably talk about.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because we need more Chris Pratt and J.K. Simmons on the screen together. And just think about it. How many movies have you watched that were the beginning of it, the first movie is kind of like, all right, cool. But then in movie number 2 and 3, they got the ball rolling. They're like, okay, this is what didn't work about that movie. Let's come back to this.
I gotta be honest. The sequels are rarely as good or better than the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Terminator 2?
Huh?
Terminator 2?
Yeah, that's the
Lethal Weapon 2?
The Terminator is exception to the rule for sure.
Avengers End Game?
Well, I can tell you the sequel to the first Avengers sucks. Ultron sucks, man.
Not if you're into comics and you read comic books.
Well, no,
but whatever.
We talked about the when directors take over the comic book movies. A lot of times they do a good job. A lot of times they don't. Ultron is to me not a good movie. Age of Ultron, but
well, that's up to you. I mean, I get it. You don't like Ultron. I don't like anything Christopher Nolan has ever touched because he raped the DC universe. Anyway,
dude, I'm gonna go.
Or ruined. I should just say he just ruined it. I mean, like he ruined it. He ruined it. Like it gave it a bad childhood and let it out with no education.
I don't think that the Batman movies were part of the DCU at that moment.
No, but that's what they modeled everything after.
Well, Zack Snyder took it on, and then he came in there.
I don't care, man. Zack Snyder's a god. Don't talk about bad about Zack Snyder.
I can easily talk about that, but let's move on.
Anyway, back to Tomorrow War. I think Chris Pratt did really good with all his on-screen counterparts. There were scenes with him and Edwin Hodge that were really good. They did some really good scenes together, and so did him and Yvonne. Yeah, let's read some quotes, and then we'll get your rating and mine.
Okay.
I'm going to punch you in your unfortunately good-looking face. You can't get the screams to stop. That's when you realize that they will never stop
until we are all dead. New job. New toy. It does the job of what? Convincing everyone you got the world's smallest dick? Yeah. I wish Stevie Nicks would show up in her birthday suit, a jar of pickles, and a bottle of oil, baby oil. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I was a little drunk when I watched this. Welcome to Miami. Well, glad Will Smith ain't alive to see this.
I did laugh at that.
Shit. Shit.
That was meant to elicit laughter from the audience, so that should be shown in theaters, which I'm sure this was originally made to be released in theaters.
Yeah. Dig up dinner. I dug up dinner for the both of us. I have veggie lasagna or veggie lasagna. That's how you know it's the end of the world. Did the Miami Dolphins finally win a Super Bowl? Yeah, because they never win. Because of the fucking Miami Dolphins. Anyway, you need to make sure this never happens. We may as well be looking for an ice cube. I hate to agree with conspiracy theory Santa over here. I'm gonna die, but I will die my way. And did you tell it to die? Well, it worked. Well, why didn't you tell it sooner? There we go.
Okay, so what's your score on this one?
5.2. I'm kidding. 3.5.
Okay.
Like I said, like you said, it does have some holes and stuff like this, but this is a good fucking. If you got 2 hours to kill, you want to see Chris Pratt doing some cool shit, and you want to see J.K. Simmons say some smart ass lines. This is definitely one of those movies to pop on, have a good watch. I mean, it must have did something right because it's the most watched streamed movie of all times already, and it was the most streamed released movie within a weekend.
Okay,
my July 4th weekend.
My score is a 3.1. I was really kind of normal, but it was just fine. It's very average to me. I don't know, man. It just didn't hit me like some people. But what.
But you didn't hate it. You didn't hate it.
No, it's not awful. I've seen people call it astonishingly bad, and it's not astonishingly bad. There's things to be entertained by in this movie for sure. But
and if we could dig in deep without ruining the subplot or anything or the plot, I mean, literally there are plot holes. I saw them a million miles away. But you know what I was happy about? Chris Pratt sharing a screen with J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons is fucking amazing in this. He's always great though. It's hard to find.
Dude, he was amazing.
Even if the movie is awful, he's usually good in it. Like that's
no matter he be. I mean, I remember this movie he was in where he was like a teacher for some jazz bands, and he fucking rocked. Everybody else sucked in it.
Do not say that to me.
What was it called?
It's called Whiplash.
And then he was in a movie where his daughter was some pregnant whore, and he was the dad. And he was the best thing about the whole damn movie.
Juno is also a very good movie all around.
I don't know about that. And then there's one where people were dancing around him, like singing and shit like that. And he was the best thing about that movie as well.
What movie is that?
Actually, one of my favorite movies, though, with him in is when he plays Roy in Palm Springs.
He's good in that, but my favorite movie that J.K. Simmons has ever done is easily Whiplash. To me, 100%. He won an
What
Oscar
is Whiplash?
The movie he won an Oscar for.
You didn't like him in the Popeye Doyle movie?
What are you talking about, dude?
What about The Ref?
Dude, it's been. Did J.K. win that
What
Oscar?
about The Adventures of Pete and Pete?
Well, I mean, that's a classic show, right?
What about the Jackal?
You talking about that one with God, what's his face? Are you talking about the one with Val Kilmer?
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
No, that's Saint. Bruce Willis is the Jackal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot the JK was
the Mexican. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. But hold on, we gotta do the Rotten Tomatoes score for this.
Oh yeah. All
okay.
right.
What do you think the audience score in this movie is?
You know what my favorite? Okay, seriously, and before we do the Rotten Tomatoes, I really have to say this. You know what my favorite thing he was ever in was?
We're talking J.K. Simmons. What?
I just now got remembered about it going through his IMDb.
IMDb. Yeah.
Oz.
Oh yeah, he was in Oz, wasn't he?
Oh my God, he was so great in the show Oz. I almost want to rewatch Oz now just for him.
If you guys don't know, a lot of people don't remember that show being on HBO. It was 2003.
It was 2003. It was a
prison
show.
Prison show. Yeah, on the HBO.
But the cells were all clear plexiglass or something like that. They're all see-through cells, so you could see from every angle.
Do you remember? Do you know what Bill Burr calls Orange is the New Black?
No.
Clam Oz.
What the fuck? Why? Bill Burr, you dick.
Okay, so what you got the audience score on the Tomorrow Wars?
Audience score?
Yeah, audience score.
It's got to be 85.
79. Not too bad.
I was close.
Yeah, you were.
I was off by 6%.
So, audience says, it isn't the most surprising time travel movie, but a satisfying story and plenty of entertaining action makes Tomorrow War well worth a watch. Yeah, there's edge of your seat sort of stuff in this. So,
yeah, definitely.
Now the critic score.
Critic score 42.
53. So
I was close.
Chris Pratt,
I knew they'd go low.
Chris Pratt ably anchors the sci-fi venture, even if the Tomorrow War may not linger in the memory much longer than today. We talked about it. It lingered, but whatever. It's on Amazon for free. But if you're a Prime member, like you really bitch about that,
right? And to be honest, whatever.
Are you ready to get into this, dude? Are you ready to do the news?
Yeah, 1 second. I was doing stuff,
Apparently, I can hear you.
Have you ever did stuff before?
Mm-hmm.
I've done some stuff before. Do you remember that one time we did that stuff together? This is Movies Don't Suck and Some of the New News. I'll read stuff from the internet. Chris will act like he cares.
Some of it I do care about, but a lot of them I'm just like, okay.
I think I got one or two of them in here today that you care about. There wasn't a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. It was very difficult to look for news this week. First, let's talk about the movie we're going to watch here. And we're going to review here, I should say, in just a few seconds.
Black Widow.
Black Widow scored the highest opening weekend of the pandemic ever.
At the theaters, really?
In just 6 days, she made over $100 million, not including the $60 million she made through Disney Plus.
Well, I gotta say, man, like, you and I went to the theater for this. It was fucking full on a Tuesday. So.
Yeah, it was full there too. Like every seat was full, and when I got the seats like a day earlier,
yeah, they were full. They were almost full when you went to go buy them on your app, right?
yeah. No, it was a complete empty theater. That's the reason I got that one.
Okay.
I
was like, I guess.
But then it was complete. It was completely full when we got there.
Yeah, it's a movie that it's finally pushed in Fast 9 out. Like, I don't know how many people. There's gotta be a lot of crossover between the Fast 9 and Marvel movies, but there's probably even more people who are seeing Marvel movies and Fast 9. Like I don't know the crossovers, but I think Black Widow has a more mass appeal because a lot of women aren't going to go see Fast movies, and we got a badass chick who's kicking ass. It's going to get people in those seats.
There's a movie coming out that just cast Christian Bale.
The Machinist 2?
Nope. The movie's called The People We Hate at a Wedding.
This is a comedy, right?
It's going to be a comedy. Already in the movie is Ben Platt and Allison Janney are both in this movie already. Add to the wedding comedy already improv's group of Belle with Ben Platt, who's from Pitch Perfect, The Politician, Dear Ivan, Allison Janney from I, Tonya, and all the 942 things that she's done. Annie Murphy from Schitt's Creek. Kevin can fuck herself, will be starring. However, the film's IMDb page currently has Murray's listed as a rumored, but whatever. In addition, the wedding comedy seems to be a genre that's never quite gets out of style. I'm reading dumb shit. Yeah. So anyway, it'll be a fun movie.
Can you think of one comedy that Christian Bale's been in?
The Good Place.
Christian Bale. A movie.
Kristen.
Oh, Kristen Bell.
Kristen.
Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Kristen Bell.
I thought you were saying Christian Bale. I thought you were saying Christian Bale.
Not a shitty Batman. Not a shitty Batman. The good-looking blonde chick married to Dax Shepard.
Yeah, okay, Kristen Bell. That makes sense. All right, okay. I see this now. I see this now. Oh, man. Okay. All right, well, that's very underwhelming.
On that note, I got to start drinking.
Okay, all right.
All right. Universal Movies will stream exclusively on Peacock after leaving theaters beginning in 2022.
Cool, right? I mean, whatever.
I mean, if you got the Peacock cock, do you got the Peacock cock?
Something has to come on there for you to be okay with spending money for it. You got it? You spend money on Peacock?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for asking.
I pay the $9.99 a month. You know why?
Because of the massive amount of stuff that's on there. Like I feel like if we
you obviously don't know what's on Peacock, do you?
Wait, hold on. It's something nerdy, right? For you. Right? What's on Peacock?
What would make me buy a streaming service that I didn't want to buy?
Generally it's something wrestling or like superhero.
Peacock, which I reported to you last year, bought WWE Network.
Right. Okay, so of course you
and WWE Wrestling is all on Peacock.
Oh, okay, all right. If we bought it, we would.
Peacock.
If we bought it, we would get basically call it the Office machine because that's all we use it for.
Yeah, or you could, I mean,
no,
you can easily just log.
They got stuff.
You can
on
log
there.
in with my stuff. You can log in with my stuff. It's the same password and shit for Hulu as it is for Peacock.
Oh, okay. All right.
But anyway. Wonka.
What?
If you ever view paradise.
Okay, yeah.
Take a look around and you will.
So, Willy Wonka, yeah.
Willy Wonka's prequel wants to cast its villain as Olivia Colman.
So Slugworth? I don't know.
No, it'd be a prequel. It's a prequel. But Olivia Colman is the person that they want as, Olivia Colman.
Yeah, I know.
From The Favorite, from
now we have.
Hell, she was in a movie we just watched.
What's it called?
I don't remember, dude. I smoke a lot of weed.
No, it's also kind of like the disease in the movie script does as well.
I can't remember. Anyway.
Yeah, Olivia Colman's great. She's amazing. And then if you guys haven't seen The Favorite, you guys gotta go see that. You guys have. It's something else. But yeah, she's gonna be the villain in the new Wonka film.
John Wick 4 is going to cast Marco Azzaro as Keanu Reeves' next adversary. If you don't know Marco Azzaro, he is from the Dusk Till Dawn, the series, and he's in talks to sign to be in the new John Wick 4.
I thought they were already done filming this movie. I'm kind of upset that we have to wait even more for this thing to come out.
A pandemic, dude. God damn. What do you want?
But I gotta see, man. Me and my brother watched yesterday, or not yesterday, but Monday. We sat down, we watched From Dusk Till Dawn, like, for the 900th time. Like, it's so good, man. It's still so good.
Did you ever watch the movie, the TV show?
No, I heard it's all right. I heard it's so good, not bad.
I watched the first episode. I wasn't impressed, but I guess it builds.
I gotta tell you something, man. I was with Dusk Till From Dusk Till Dawn 2, they changed straight to TV, and the actual description of it said, lame sequel. And I was like, why would you talk shit about it? Like, you click the info and then it says lame.
Were you the guy that used to fill that shit out?
Yeah, and I actually checked to see if our company did that, and it fucking did.
Were you the one that did it?
No.
Sequel.
No, it's just...
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
This October, for its 40th anniversary, a certain movie will be returning back to the movie theaters.
What movie is this?
It's a 40-year-old movie, man.
Did you see it in theaters?
No, because I wouldn't have been born yet, you fucker.
Okay, I thought you just turned
40. Well, I would have been born. I've been 1 month old.
Okay. What movie is it?
Really?
It's 40 years old, man. How the fuck am I supposed to know what movie it is?
It's a horror movie.
Is it one of your favorite horror films?
It's one of your favorite horror films. It's one of everyone's favorite horror films.
Halloween's coming back?
Huh?
Halloween's coming back?
What?
I don't fucking...
No, not Halloween.
It's not Nightmare on Elm Street.
No. Before Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, so I don't know.
Bruce Campbell.
Okay, yeah. Evil Dead's coming back to
The
theaters.
Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead, will be returning to the theaters because it is 40th anniversary.
I gotta see something about that, about the remake. They were calling it the scariest movie ever, and I saw the remake, and I was like, no, not really that scary. You know?
It was a good remake, though. I'm not gonna lie about that.
I know, but like everyone has a soft spot for Bruce Campbell in the original, right?
Hey, you know that guy? He sings about digging through the ditches and burn all the witches, and he slams you in the back of his Dragula.
Mr. Robert Zombie, yes.
Yeah. He doesn't like being called Robert. Don't ever say that.
But what about Bob? Is he cool with Bob?
Rob Zombie.
It's cool with Bobby. Is he cool with
is
that?
building the exact replica of the Monsters house for his movie.
Is it going to be a Monsters movie?
Yeah, do you not listen to any of the news I tell you? I've been reporting on the Monsters movie, Rob Zombie, for the last 4 weeks.
I just feel like you would have told me Bobby Z was directing the movie about the Monsters.
I did! 4 different times!
I guess I forgot.
I told you about the people starring in it.
I knew a Monsters movie was coming out, but I didn't know.
Oh my God.
I didn't know Bobby Z was directing it.
Yeah, Rob Zombie this past week.
You just call him Robert?
Posted it. Yeah, I did because you fucked me up on that.
I've been calling Bobby Z. That's what
Rob Zombie just posted pictures of the blueprints for the the first house, and he is having it made for the filming of the movie.
You know, in the area where I grew up, the exterior of the Monsters house was there?
Really?
Yeah. I drove by it a few times.
Where I'm living now is where the Outsiders house is at.
Stay gold, Pony Boy.
Say Golden Pony Boy.
Stay gold.
Golden.
It's not the golden. It's Stay Gold. Look it up.
Stay Golden.
Stay Gold.
Anyway, no, it's on T-shirts here. I'm pretty sure it's Stay Golden.
It's Stay
anyway,
Gold.
don't look it up.
Okay.
Whatever. Fuck off. Don't worry about it. Let's talk about the most unpopular thing that happened in the last couple of days. Let's talk about the 2021 Emmy nominations.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It's TV.
Yeah.
It's TV, but we'll talk about it.
Do you know what got the most total nominations altogether platform-wise?
Oh, yeah, Disney Plus with Mandalorian and... What was the other?
Nope.
No, what? What happened? Okay.
HBO Max has 130 total nominations. Netflix has 129. Disney Plus has 71, with 23 of them going to the most awesome TV show that you know and I know, WandaVision.
Oh, yeah, WandaVision.
Oh, my God. Which it deserves it, right?
Well,
I mean,
it was
like the
really,
way that
it was super surprising. So that WandaVision, like,
it's super good.
It's pretty good, man. We had to wait to WandaVision. By the way, we have watched first episode of Loki. We have yet to watch the other ones. We will. It's just that by the time we get...
It's only 6 episodes, dude. It's only 6 fucking episodes.
I know, but listen,
it's not that difficult.
Listen. When we get done with work...
If you don't watch them, they're going to be lost when we get next to the next Marvel movies.
Yeah, no, we're going to watch them before any other ones come out. Like, I know that... We're going to see the Legend of Shang-Chi, right? Like, that one, right? With the rings and all that shit? Of course we are. Neil's looking that way like, what the fuck is your problem, Chris? Of course we're watching that. Okay. All right, fine. Let's move on.
It's in the MCU, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be. Yeah, it is. Okay.
And oh my god, I can't wait for you to meet one of my favorite bad guys of all time.
What's his name?
I saw the preview when I was at Black Widow, so I saw him, and then I looked at my wife and I was like, "Oh my god!" And she's like, "What?" I go, "It's Fin Fang Foom," and she's like,
"Who?"
Fin Fang Foom.
Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with this comic book, so.
Fin Fang Foom was created in Strange Tales number 68 by one of the greatest creators of comics of all time, Stan Lee, and one of the greatest artists of all time,
Jack Kirby.
Fucking Jack Kirby. And he is, I don't want to get into it until we watch that movie, but Fin Fang Foom, dude.
You're excited about it.
But man, dude. But literally, I'm going through all these right now, and I'm not going to list all of them because I just would be another hour.
We gotta get to the Black Widow. It's like,
I got it. Believe me, I already cut out everything else. I have one more news story. Don't worry. But literally, I don't see hardly any network television on this.
It's like again, the network television, they all gotta move to streaming if they're out of there. This is me over, you know?
Yeah. I mean, besides variety shows, I think I finally hit variety shows and animated program. Yeah. It's like all of it is Hulu, HBO Max, Netflix. Like streaming's here, guys. And they taken over your cable networks.
That's
all right. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not lying to you, and there's not another story I want to throw at you real quick. Chris Pratt in talks for the Tomorrow War sequel. There's a movie coming out about the LA riots with Ray Liotta, Tyrese Gibson, and Scott Eastwood. Antonio Banderas now joins Harrison Ford in the new Indiana Jones.
Okay,
that's pretty cool. Bo Burnham's Inside is going to get a theatrical release.
That you watched, right, dude? It's incredible. It's official.
It's incredibly artistically good.
I know. Bo Burnham is
Bo
Burnham is a fucking genius, dude. He's a genius. It's undisputable now. Like,
it's really sad and funny at the same time.
Yeah, it's great. It's like
so weird.
I mean, yeah, it's great.
All right, you ready? This is the last one. This is the biggest announcement of the last week. Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Space. The final frontier.
Uh-huh.
These are the Voyagers, the Starship Enterprise, going on its ongoing mission to investigate new planets, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Yeah, it's Star Trek. I know that. What do you tell me?
New Star Trek movie is happening. Chris Pine's whole crew is returning.
Okay.
And the director, who now has 23 nominations for his television series, WandaVision, is going to be the director.
Cool, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I got a hard on. My desk is like 2.5 feet above my knees right now.
Last time I saw a Star Trek movie, I got sick in the middle of it. I went to the
Star Trek movie.
Yeah, well, not because of the movie, but I went to the bathroom and I started throwing up. So that was cool. The last time I saw the last Star Trek movie, the last one. So that was cool.
He's also done shows like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Fargo, and Game of Thrones. But of course, he's well more known for that. Yeah, Star Trek. I wanted to see this crew back like 5 years ago. Where the fuck have they been?
Yeah, man. I don't know. You good?
I'm good. That's it. That was the movies that don't suck at some of the news. That's where Chris listens to me talk forever and ever and ever, and then goes back in the back room and touches himself impurely.
Yes, he's got it right. So we are talking Black Widow, directed by Kate Shortland. She has directed not really much of anything, man. Like a bunch of shorts. She did 4 episodes of this movie called Smilf, which I don't even know what that did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's about like a single mom I would like to fuck, I guess.
Yeah.
And then of course Black Widow. This is written by Eric Pearson.
And Laura. Oh, Laura was a good movie. Oh, Somersault. Oh, that was a good one too.
Written by Eric Pearson and story by Ned Benson and Jack Schaefer. This stars the incredible, the beautiful Scarlett Johansson.
It's because of you my son can't walk properly and has a messed up face.
Also, this stars Florence Pugh, known best for Midsommar.
What happened?
She slapped her. Like a for real slap.
She's best known for this movie, dude.
She slapped her. Like a for real slap.
Oh, it was the receipt.
It was a receipt. That was her. And this also stars, hold on. Scarlett Johansson plays Natasha Romanoff, or Black Widow. Florence Pugh plays Yelena Belova. Yeah, Elena. And David Harper plays Red Guardian or Alexei.
Red Guardian!
All right. I'm just going to be out here by myself eating all this candy. I'm going to get fat. It's very unhealthy to leave me out here. Could have a heart attack or something.
I just had to play the whole thing. The amazing Rachel Weisz plays Melina.
Oh, so it's fun. It's fun when a man beats his wife to death. It's fun when a mother drowns her own baby.
And also, this stars, I want to mention, it stars William Hurt as Mercedes Ross. William Hurt's great. And then
it's Thunderbolt Ross. All right. So this is the way this goes when we do comic book movies,
I want to mention Olga Kurylenko, the great, beautiful Olga Kurylenko's in this as Antonia.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And Ray Winstone too. Winstone.
Yeah.
Ray Winstone.
Yeah,
I love Ray
Winstone.
Winstone.
Yeah.
Everything he's been in, he's pretty good.
And OT's how do you say his last name? OT's last name. How do you say it?
Who's
OT Mason? How do you say his last name?
Oh, I'm not even gonna try.
Okay,
I'm not even
but
gonna
he's
try.
great.
Yeah, and he's from Handmaid's Tale.
And he's in the other movies too, right? He's been in Marvel movies before this, right?
I don't think he has, but
Okay.
I'll look real quick. I think Handmaid's Tale is the only thing I can remember him from.
Okay, fair enough.
He was in Max.
With his, all those X's. Yeah,
I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I don't even know what
Okay,
that
yeah,
is.
I guess he's not in the other ones. Okay.
No. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Hey, that's a good game.
Yeah.
Hey, he's found a lot of work for himself over the years. So
Yeah.
hey, good for him. But all right. Let's explain this to everybody. First, we're gonna do a normal review. We're gonna do normal. It'll be regular. It'll be fine. We'll talk about it. And then after that, I'm gonna jump into this motherfucker like 3 ways till Sunday. I'm not only gonna ruin this, I'm gonna ruin Loki. I'm gonna ruin. There's so many things gonna get ruined because it all spins together.
He's right. We're gonna ruin the shit out of this.
No, it's not Loki. It's not Loki. I'm sorry. It's Falcon and Winter Soldier is what I'm ruining.
Okay.
At the end.
But first, we're gonna do the normal review. Why don't you read the storyline for this?
Oh, I'll read the storyline. Marvel finally releases a second female-based superhero movie.
I can't believe it took him this long. It took him this long, man.
I know. In Marvel Studios' action-packed spy thriller Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, a.k.a. Black Widow, confronts the darker parts of her ledger when a dangerous conspiracy with ties to her past heresies, pursued by a force that will stop at nothing to bring her down. Natasha must deal with her history as a spy and the broken relationships left in her wake long before she became an Avenger.
So I want to start this off by saying, before I saw this movie, I had a much kinder view of the Tomorrow War. And then once this movie ended, I looked at my wife and I said, that's how an action movie is supposed to look.
Fucking A! Thank you.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the best single person movies that the MCU has put out.
100%. It's a great movie. It's great.
Not adding, the Avengers Infinity War End Game, because to be honest, that's a whole different monster. And you can't compare that to this. You can't. There's a couple little holes in there, but I feel like they tried to get it all wrapped up, because this movie takes part right after Civil War.
Yeah, so
Captain America Civil War, when they're all at face against each other and everybody's taking off, hiding, or whatever they're doing at this point in time in their gestures. And man, what a movie. What a movie.
Yeah. It's also not super long compared to the other ones. This is kind of one of the shorter Marvel films.
Yeah, it's only like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 hours and 13 minutes.
And usually they're like 2.5 hours, close to 3 hours. And this one is a scant by Marvel standards. By Marvel standards, a scant movie. But my Black Widow.
And besides Scarlett Johansson, and nothing against Florence, nothing against her whatsoever, because I know she was supposed to be the second of this movie. Let's all talk about the hero of this fucking movie, David Harper.
Oh, David Harper was so good in this, dude. He was like,
oh my god,
he was so good in this. Like, Scarlett Johansson was great, Rachel was great, but David Harper, like he knocked it out of the park, dude. He was great. He was the perfect person to play that character. And
I loved. Okay. No, that has to be the spoiler part. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm trying not to ruin this for people. But 100%, this movie, it had action, but you got to learn a lot about Black Widow character.
There was a lot of character development.
Yes, and this would have been great to come out in the MCU when it's timed right after Civil War.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, after Civil War, if this was like one of the next movies that came out leading into the End Game or Infinity War and all them, this would have been great. Why it took them so long to do it, I don't know.
Now we just need a Hawkeye movie, right?
That's a TV series, dude.
Oh, is Jim?
It's on Disney Plus in December.
Oh, okay. All right.
Don't worry, it'll be part of the spoilers.
Okay.
Anyway.
Everyone in this
they did a good job developing a character that's dead,
Yeah, and they did a good job with the action because it was relentless. That ending scene, dude. Fucking mwah.
It was insane.
Mwah.
It was insanely good. They did such a good job, and it was like, what's the best way to? The only one to compare it to is the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, which is.
I feel like this movie is comparison to the Winter Soldier when it comes down to, because I feel like Captain America's Winter Soldier was a good, it's Captain America, and of course there's action scenes, but it was a good. Are you yawning at me, dude?
It's like, I'm tired. I'm hungry. Sorry, pal. I wasn't fucking with my eyelids.
I'm sitting here trying to have this heated conversation with you, and you yawn at me.
Dude, I'm sorry. Okay?
At least you didn't get naked and flop your dick out like you did last week. Okay. Anyway. And by the way, I just want you to see this. I am really good at predicting what movies are going to be previewed.
Okay.
Before I see a movie.
Oh yeah, we did. Since we've been at the theater, I've been like, I know this new show, but they did not show a Free Guy during the preview for this.
They showed Free Guy in ours.
Oh,
they showed Free Guys in ours.
Okay. I'm tired of seeing that preview.
And Sting Lee and Snake Eyes.
Yeah, Snake Eyes.
And
do you want to see Snake Eyes at all?
You have to. Anyway,
We have to. What are you talking about? Any other ones?
Because I'm 40.
All right, move on.
And I grew up with the little action figures in my toy case called G.I. Joe. Anyway, back to Black Widow. Stop getting off the fucking subject, you asshole. Anyway, this movie had a lot of action in it, but it had a lot of heart, just like Winter Soldier. I feel like the ending of this movie reflected Winter Soldier in a lot.
Okay.
You know, because I mean, I can't ruin anything. Spoiler when it gets to the spoiler thing, I can do that. But
do you want to go ahead and just do the quotes and then score? Then
let's get over to the spoiler part.
Okay.
I've been drinking way too much today to not spoil the fuck out of this.
Quotes, score, spoiling it.
All right. I got a lot of quotes. It was a dark theater though, so let's see how many of them I can actually read. Oh, I did write down that Smells Like Teen Spirit cover.
God, so good, so good. I love that. I love that a lot.
I already have that added to. I already have that to several playlists on my Spotify.
It reminds me that they're gonna do that Something in the Way cover for Batman. You know, so go ahead. Sorry, quotes now. The Batman.
Fanny Longbottom. That's a real name. What bullet does this? That's not bullets. Those are arrows. Great plan. Love the part where I almost bleed to death. I doubt the god from space has to take an ibuprofen after a fight. You're a total poser. You do that pose. It makes no sense. One leg out. You're a poser. We are weapons with no faces. We die to them and they can just get more. The famous Red Guardian. When you write back, tell your fans more butter in the cookies. Look at you. You're such a poser. This will be a cool way to die. Farewell, douchebags. You both have killed so many people. Your ledgers must be dripping red. And so proud of you. Just got out of prison. I have a lot of energy to get out.
That's so gross.
You named a pig after me? Well, don't you see the resemblance? My father urinated on my hands. Yeah. And they were singing Bye, Bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing.
This will be the day to die.
Yeah! This is a less cool way to die. This is your plan? My plan is to kill you. You didn't fight in the shadows. You hide in the dark. Everyone good? No, I'm clearly injured.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right, man.
That's all I got on that. Until we get to that part. Look at that. Oh, is that the Easter eggs? Is that it?
Yeah. All right, so what's your score? My score is a 4.2 on this. 4.2.
Yeah, 4.2. I fucking agree.
Okay.
No, yeah, fuck you. 4.5. I'll go half up, man.
Wow.
4.5. This was one of the best Marvel movies they have put out. This was a good action building the character, even though the character's already dead. But, wow. What the fuck, Marvel?
Yeah.
If this was released before End Game, not a fucking dry eye in that house.
Right. It's incredible, this movie.
She didn't even get a fucking funeral at End Game.
Yeah.
She got Hulk throwing a bench across the river.
Let's go through what's the critic score on this? I'm sorry, the audience score. Then we'll get into it. So,
audience score, 89,
92.
It's off by 3.
Audience says, Black Widow serves as another savory helping of the blockbuster Marvel formula with a fun family dynamic, adding extra character development in the midst of all the action. Okay, so what's the critic score on this?
I feel like they're gonna piss me off. 83.
80% certified fresh. So
I was off 3 on each one.
Black Widow's deeper themes are drowned out in all the action, but remains a solidly entertaining standalone adventure that's rounded out by stellar supporting cast. And fucking stellar.
You're stellar.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, pal. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and play this for just a few seconds. So, you guys, if you guys have not seen this,
this is now the spoiler section where I am gonna open this can of worms open because I am a comic book geek.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play this for about 10 seconds. You guys can turn it off and all that shit.
About to ruin the movie that we just saw. About to ruin the movie that we just saw. It's gonna be great.
Okay, we are now going to talk about this movie. I want to mention the biggest plot hole in the front right away.
Yeah.
So you know,
go for it.
Okay, do you know when she breaks her nose on the desk to create the nerve implant from getting away from making her not control? You know?
Yeah.
Hadn't that happened to her? Like she'd been like going headfirst through walls and getting the shit knocked out of her. Wouldn't that happen beforehand?
She tried to get it to happen, but the guy didn't hit her hard enough.
She's been hit a million times. Like since then, it would have, you know.
But let's make the obvious thing here. As much as you're saying that, and I agree with that motion, they made her like super tough. Like at one point, she picked up a dude and fucking threw him against the wall and broke the wall.
Yeah, I mean,
like she's enhanced, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, to me that part I was like, wait, hold on.
And one of the things I was very happy to see for the first time, was finally them use the shock bracelets.
Oh yeah, you're into that.
Because that's Black Widow's fucking tool, man.
Yeah, and now it's but she's gone for good now. I mean, she won't show up again unless somehow. But, I mean, Alina's going to be showing up probably in the Hawkeye series, right? Alina?
Now,
yeah,
this is where we ruin a lot of stuff. All right. We'll get to that here in a second. Here, let's go through some of the minor ones really quick. One is Rachel Weisz's character is actually known as the Iron Maiden in comic books. She was a bad guy that was against Nick Fury, and she popped up here and there in Black Widow series.
Was she the mom of Natasha in the movie?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so that's different.
Yeah. Next, not to talk shit on anything David Harper did, because I love him. He did great. But Red Guardian in the comic books is actually a foe of Captain America. Now, in the movie, he kept on making it up.
Yeah, he said my adversary,
Yeah, my adversary, Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
No. But in the comic books, that is a very true statement because, remember, Captain America came out of the ice in, like, the 1980s.
We're still at war with Russia at that time. Yeah, we're still like under the Cold War. So we had the person. We had basically the Iron Sheik, but in the term of a Russian. Yeah.
I can't believe you said Iron Sheik. You're not a wrestling guy. How is that weird? There was one point where Florence did the exact knife drop that Arya Stark did in Game of Thrones against the. What's the name of the guys?
It's
bad
not
guys.
the Red Wedding. That scene.
Not the Red Wedding. No, it was the big. She killed the guy in charge of all the dead things that came across the ice wall.
Fuck, I don't remember. You're talking about the White Walkers?
Yeah, but that was the same knife job. All right, Taskmaster. Big fan of how they did it, how they portrayed it. Taskmaster is actually a dude that was a formal SHIELD agent that he can look at anybody's style of fighting and know how to counteract it and copy it right away.
Okay.
I like their take on it. I'm not dissing it, but MCU's really good at this, at taking people from the comics and kind of bending it to what they need. And they did it really well, I think, here. Moonraker, James Bond movie.
Yeah.
Was in the background 2 different occasions in this movie. It's because Moonraker was obviously the movie with James Bond faces a bunch of super powered humans that were put around the world, just like the Widows. Budapest doesn't make any sense now whatsoever.
Budapest.
That was,
as she called it.
Yeah. Whatever. It is one of the major things that they kind of added a plot hole to.
Okay.
Because, like, they're fighting in Avengers against aliens, and they're like, just like Budapest. And then you get told that they were hiding in a ventilation system for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How was any of that?
Yeah.
Like Budapest? I don't know. The chemical thing was actually a thing in the comics since the 1950s.
Oh yeah,
about Black Widow,
to bring them out of their funk or their mind control.
Yeah. The jail that Red Guardian, Dave Harper, was in was called Seventh Circle, which was obviously named after.
I don't know. Don't leave me with that.
Dante's Inferno, the seventh circle of hell.
Yeah.
All right. Now, some of this stuff was obviously based off of Samney, Wade, and Wilson's comic storyline, which is a one-off series of the Black Widow, where she goes around freeing red agents around the world.
Have you read it? Did you read Black Widow growing up?
I mean, I've read it here and there.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I bought a bunch of them, but I read them. The scene where she jumps out of the side of the red room and like all that fire comes right after her. That is like frame to frame a scene out of that series, out of that comic series. The white snowsuit is actually from the Black Widow Deadly Origin comics. This movie was obviously all about family.
Yeah, me familiar.
And you know about family.
Well, I'm surprised that a fucking old boy
Vin Diesel didn't pop up.
Yeah,
right. All right. Let's see. When they were being marked up for the surgeries and their faces and stuff, that was actually out of Marvel Knights Black Widow #3. That is actually out of a comic book.
Nice.
Where that visual came from. They mentioned Crimson Domino at one point, which was the Soviets version of Iron Man.
Yeah.
He was in that. And the Quinjet's the one that they let on. All right, so here it is. Hawkeye TV series coming up.
Okay.
Val was at the end in the end credits scene.
Yeah. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, by the way.
Valerina Aguilera Davantante.
Yeah. I'm seeing Valentina Aguilera de Fontaine. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, Don Viante. I'm sorry, I wrote it down. So, you're seeing it on
Valentina
the paper.
Aguilera de Fontaine. Yes.
Yes. Val is what she goes by.
Yeah.
She was at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, this is my prediction for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I am.
Look at the villains that have been collected so far in all the episodes of all the TV shows and stuff like that.
Okay.
So far, we have Baron Zemo, John Walker, a.k.a. the U.S. agent, or he was the other Captain America in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but he became the U.S. agent at the end.
Okay.
Yelena from here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Iron Patriot is around somewhere. Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp is still around, right? And then if you saw the preview for Shang-Li, you saw that in the cage at one point was Abomination from the 2008 Hulk movie with Edward Norton.
Yeah, that one.
Taskmaster was also there. So all they're missing, who was also in this movie, is the Red Hulk. The Red Incredible Hulk.
Oh, shit.
Who is done by the security, the Department of Security, Colonel Ross, who becomes Red Hulk, also known as the Thunderbolt Ross. Guess what Ross leads in the comic books? A group called the Thunderbolts, a.k.a.
Avengers.
The Dark Avengers.
Dark Avengers, okay.
The Dark Avengers.
Okay.
So what I think all these movies are going to lead up to is going to be a new kind of Avengers. But because of WandaVision, where, a superhero went completely crazy mad and did all this weird shit. Because of Loki, because of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you got a new Captain America nobody really knows or whatever. They're going to be like, oh, it's because of them Infinity War happened or Endgame or the bleep happened. It's because of them of the Sokovia happened. It's because of them that town was controlled by Wanda. Oh, obviously the government needs to have a team to go against the Avengers.
Yeah.
And at the end of the fucking phase 4, I think it's going to be the Dark Avengers versus the Avengers.
What, the new Avengers
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the new Avengers versus the Dark Avengers, and the whole reason everything happens, I believe. So you watched the first episode of Loki, right?
The multiverse.
And in that they talk about the branches of the timeline.
Yeah.
I believe the person that fucked up the timeline to make those branches start occurring is Captain America from End Game.
Good point.
Where he stays with Peggy Carter.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And that's what starts everything that happens in Loki. And I'm trying not to ruin Loki for you because I know you still have 5 episodes to go. But I really think that is what makes all this occur. And that's why the Avengers versus the Dark Avengers will occur.
I want to mention that Owen Wilson's great in it, by the way. He's amazing.
Oh my God, Owen Wilson is amazing.
Yeah.
In the Avengers.
Yeah.
Or I mean in Loki.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. But that's my Easter eggs, man.
Yeah.
I try not to go too down in depth. And to be honest, Black Widow was not based off of most comics. Visually, it was. And 1 or 2 things here or there was. But it was more its own story, and that's why I think I liked it too.
I liked Black Widow a lot. It's one of the better Marvel films. Like, it's really, really, really fucking good. So if you guys haven't go seen it, I'd recommend you see it in theaters. Don't spend $30 to go watch at home. Go see it in a big theater.
Well, I mean, if you got more than 2 people,
yeah, okay. If you got like a family watching it, $30 will probably help you out.
If you got 2 or 3 people, I mean, come on. It cost me what I have the AMC Stubs thing, but then I paid for my wife's ticket.
Yeah.
So me and my wife paid for the ticket. Then we paid for popcorn and drink. So altogether, I was at $22.
I had like these rewards that I got to use. So my always ticket was like $5, and then like I got the $5.
Yeah. I mean, I try to use I already use, as soon as I get through awards, I use them.
Yeah, okay.
Like, oh, I get to have popcorn this movie. Yay.
All right, man. Well, we'll watch.
So what you think? Is there anything you want to spoil? Anything that you're...
No, I'm looking forward to the next Marvel film. Really am. So, Eternals.
What's good?
I'm glad we're back.
Man, I'm just Lee, man.
I'm glad to be back at theaters. It's really what I am.
So what movies are we watching next week, Chris?
Gunpowder Milkshake is one of them. I'm pushing Pig on You. So.
Which has another MCU person in it. Karen Gillan, who played... gosh dang it. Why can't I think of her name right now?
Blue Girl.
Nebula. Yeah. Nebula. Thank you. I don't know why I can't think of it. I know why, because I've already strinked half a 6-pack.
And I'm trying to push Neil to see Pig. I'm going to see regardless, but it's like.
Oh my god! All right, I want to see Pig, but my only problem is I don't think it's going to be at a time where I can see it.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'll look it up for the next couple days. I really want to see it too. Because
it's like John Wick with
Nicolas Cage is my favorite B actor right now. Like name a movie that we've watched with him in it since we started this whole shindig that we are like, fuck that movie.
No, fucking Mandy's great. Killer Out of Space is great. I don't know if you've seen
Willy Wonderland.
Yeah. Have you seen Prisoners of Ghostland yet, man? Fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
You have seen it? Oh, dude.
Yeah. Dude. I even saw a boss fight with Frank Grillo, who plays in the MCU as well. If you haven't seen that, that's a good one. It's kind of like I don't want to say Hardcore Henry. It's not like that visually.
Yeah.
It's like Crank.
Okay. Ooh.
Was it Crank?
I like Crank.
Yeah, with Jason Statham.
Yeah.
It's like that. That's what the way it feels. But yeah, definitely.
Okay, so yeah, for sure we're watching Gunpowder Milkshake is one of them. But are you? This is online moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We also have Bonfire. Bonfire.com. Search our name. It's Movies Don't Suck. You'll find our stuff. Send us an old-fashioned email at moviesdon'tsuckpodcast@gmail.com. If you guys have, if you want to fight with us. We are also on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook, like that page. And we're on all streaming platforms. So if you want to think about streaming platforms, you cannot escape us. So what do you got, dude?
You can't escape us anywhere.
You got, what do we do for small businesses?
Are you ready, buddy? Hit that exit music.
Small businesses.
Oh, small businesses. Oh, if you got a small business, email us. If you're not, look up, say, hey, Neil, I know you. You're from that podcast. And I will take your information down and I will promote you on here for free. We pay for this all out of our pocket. Mm-hmm. Believe me, half the money I have from my job goes towards this podcast. Like literally, just let us know. We love you. We want to support you. It is free. If you got someone with a small business, get a hold of us at any one of our platforms. I'll be more than happy to help them out and promote them. Chris, cue the music. That's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, next time you walk to the middle of the night and a black widow is stalking you, remember, forget about it till tomorrow because it's just a war. Have a good night.